Good evening and welcome inside Garfield High School. We're at the School of Champions and we're happy to bring you our first broadcast of this basketball season as tonight the Garfield Indians play host to the Freedom Eagles. Just about ready to get started. Justin Richards here on the call this evening, as it will be the Indians inbounding to start the game. Starting lineup: Crockett, Harris, Dancy, Perkins, and Young. And the game is on as the ball is into the backcourt now. Dancy into the front court for Harris. Young will go back to Harris. Perkins for three. That won't go. Rebound and a foul as Young picked it up underneath. He gets fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul whistled against Darryl Overton. Young's first attempt is in, and that opens the scoring. It's 1-0 Indians. Second attempt. That's good as well. 2-0 Indians here in the early going. Here's Wimbush. Passes off for Allen. Wimbush being watched now. He gets it off to Perkins. West out near half court. Now he passes off for Wimbush. Dish inside, shot up, and that basket will not count as that's traveling. A turnover and the Indians take the ball. Inbounding is Dancy for Marcus Young at half court. He's being watched by Wimbush. He gets it off to Chancellor Perkins, the freshman. Now here's Dancy for Young. Up on top for Harris as he passes off for Dancy. Ball gets past Crockett. Now here's Young driving in. His shot won't go. Another shot gets rejected, and the Eagles have the ball. Here's Perkins for Jalen West as he'll give it off to Wimbush. Here's Jordan Perkins. He's looking to drive in now. Passes off for Overton. It's off his hands and out of bounds. A turnover. The Indians will take over. Dancy to inbound it to Harris, who gives it right back to Dancy. Just under 6.5 to play here. Young thought about the three. Harris for Perkins. He'll take the three. That won't go. Perkins, if he gets hot out there, he can make a difference in this game. There's a shot the other way from Allen that won't go. Back the other way come the Indians. Driving in, whistle and a foul, as it'll be Harris to go to the line to shoot two. So I mentioned the three-point shooting from Chancellor Harris as he hit 5 three-pointers in the Indians' loss on the 28th to Potomac. Okay, and so now some clarification from the official. Looks like the ball went out of bounds before the foul is what they're saying, so no foul up on the board. Play back on. Here's Carlton Harris being watched by Isaiah Wimbush. Gets it to Marcus Young. Crockett now for Harris. He loses it, and the Eagles are going the other way. Wimbush, shot won't go. He is fouled. Foul will be whistled against Isaiah Crockett. To inbound for the Eagles is Allen. Here's West. He'll back it out to Perkins. Now he's looking to drive in. Dishes off. Here's a three from West. That one won't go. Rebound to Isaiah Crockett of the Indians. And now they'll slow it down. Here's Perkins for Dancy. Perkins will take the three. Yes, sir. He gets nothing but net. And it's 5-0 Indians. Eagles now with their possession into the front court. Here's Allen. He takes it in, tried to dish it off, but he gave it right to Dancy. Another turnover, and all alone at the hoop to lay it in is Jordan Perkins. He gets the first two of the game for Freedom, and it's 5-2. Crockett into the front court for Perkins. He's being watched by Wimbush. Here's Young. Harris will take it back up top. Gives it off to Dancy. Perkins for three. That won't go. Rebound to Marcus Young. Out for Dancy. Here's Harris. Now he's going to pull up at the free throw line. His jumper won't go. Rebound to Dominic Allen. And now here's Jalen West the other way for the Eagles. His pass goes out of bounds off of Chancellor Perkins. Eagles will maintain possession with 4:09 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding for the Eagles is Dominic Allen for Jalen West. Out towards midcourt. Now he passes off for Wimbush. There's Allen looking to drive and kicks it out to Wimbush. Now he drives and pulls up a jumper. That'll go. But the basket will not count. I didn't catch what the violation was. It looks like an offensive foul as they put another foul up on the board to the Eagles. And looks like that's going against Darryl Overton. Now here's Marcus Young for the Indians. For Chancellor Perkins. Into the game now for the Indians, Alan Ackridge, or Akaje rather. He passes off a three. That misses everything. Indians able to save it though as Berrios saved it from going out of bounds. Here's Young. He lays it up and in. 4 points for Marcus Young, and it's 7-2. Into the front court, here's Dominic Allen. Jalen West, Wimbush. Now here's a three, that won't go as Perkins had the chance. Rebound to the Indians the other way, here's Crockett. Here's Akaji. Whistle. And a travel against the Indians. A turnover gives the ball to the Eagles with 2:56 to go here in the opening quarter. Allen and Wimbush play catch in the backcourt. Into the front court. Ball taken the other way. Here come the Indians. Perkins. His shot in and out. And it's taken by Wimbush into the front court. Jalen West has it knocked away, and that'll be a foul whistled against Brian Berrios. So West to go to the line to shoot two. First attempt for West is good. His first point of the game, and it's 7-3. Elijah Reid and Charles Egypt both check into the game for the Eagles. Second attempt for West is good. 7-4 Indians with 2:33 left on the clock here in the first. Akaji to inbound for Perkins. Now here's Akaji, has the ball knocked away. And the other way is Jordan Perkins for the Eagles. Here's Andrade. Now here's a three. That won't go as Elijah Reid had the chance. Baseline shot. That won't go from Jordan Perkins. And back the other way come the Indians. Here's Akaji for Crockett. He backs it out here. Now here's Akaji for Marcus Young. Perkins now for Barrios. Whistle and a travel. Turnover gives it back to Freedom with 1:49 left in this opening quarter. Into the front court is Andrade. Being double teamed, ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. And it'll be Andrade to inbound. Goes into the backcourt for Elijah Reid. Reid, the freshman, being watched by Young. Now he passes off for Jordan Perkins. Jalen Redford into the game as he gives it away to Isaiah Crockett. Indians the other way. Crockett has it knocked away. It's taken by Charles Egypt, and the Eagles now into the front court. Reid being watched by Marcus Young. Here's Andrade. Kicks it out for Perkins. He'll take a three. That won't go. Rebound to Brian Barrios. Indians the other way. Chancellor Perkins. Backs it out for Dancy. Now here's a three from Crockett. Yes, sir. Isaiah Crockett onto the score sheet. It's 10-4 Indians. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Andrade into the front court. Being double teamed. Now passes off. Now here's a three from Redfern. That's an air ball. The other way, Marcus Young into the front court for Crockett. Has it knocked away, and he's fouled. Crockett to go to the line to shoot two. As that foul was whistled against Jordan Perkins. That's the fourth team foul against the Eagles. Crockett's first attempt is short. The 6'5" junior's second attempt is good. 4 points for Crockett, and it's 11-4. Inbounding for the Eagles, Andrade. Now here's Elijah Reid back to Andrade. They get it into the front court. Ball out of bounds. That will stay with the Eagles with 16.7 to go. Pass into the backcourt for Reid. 13 to go. Reid over the timeline. Now he'll drive it in. Whistle, offensive foul. That's the first against Reid, the fifth against the Eagles with 7.6 on the clock. Into the front court, Harris nearly gave it away. Chancellor Perkins for three, that's short. And that is how the first quarter ends. So we'll take a break. 11-4 after the first quarter here on PW Sports.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear.
Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
The 11-4 Indians lead after the first quarter. We start the second as Dominic Allen inbounds for Elijah Reid. So he gives it back to Allen, who's being watched by Isaiah Crockett. Now here's West for three. That won't go. Rebound to the Indians. Here's Harris the other way. His shot won't go. Into the front court. That is off of J.D. Dancy. The ball will stay with the Eagles. So Allen will inbound it. Gets it to Perkins. Right back to Allen. Being watched by Crockett. Whistle. Offensive foul against the Eagles. To inbound for the Indians, J.D. Dancy. For Chancellor Perkins. They get it into the front court. Here's Crockett. For Marcus Young. Perkins. Inside. Shot from Dancy. Rejected by West the other way. The Eagles, that one's laid up and in by Wimbush. His first two, and it's 11-6. Into the front court. Here's Harris for Perkins. Young off the glass, won't go. His putback, that's good. 6 points for Marcus Young, and it's 13-6. Reid over the timeline for Allen. For Wimbush. Wimbush averaging 11 for the Eagles in the first two games. Allen to drive in. His shot won't go, but he's fouled. So Allen, the senior guard, to the line to shoot two. First one won't go. So Brian Barrios and Alan Akaji back into the game for the Indians. Allen's second attempt. And that one's good. 13-7, a 6-point Indian lead. Akaji inbounds for Barrios. Carlton for Akaji. He brings it over the timeline. Barrios dishes off for Young. Inside, Crockett. Shot off the glass, won't go. Gets his own rebound. That won't go. Indians still with it. It's out of bounds. And that one went off of Jordan Perkins. The Indians will keep possession. .6:07 on the clock here in the second quarter. Akaji for Crockett. Now here's Barrios. Young in the corner, a three. That won't go. Rebound to Jordan Perkins. For Jalen West. Trying to spin away from Harris. Perkins, a three, no good. Rebound. And the foul whistled against Alan Akaji, the fifth team foul against the Indians here in the first half. Allen to inbound. Into the game, Charles Egypt. His shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to Brian Barrios of the Indians. Here's a Kaji whistle and a foul called against Isaiah Wimbush at midcourt. His second, the sixth against the Eagles. So the Indians one away from being in the bonus. Into the backcourt, here's Akaji. Being watched by Reid. Akaji driving in. Now passes off for Marcus Young. Long pass, and he airmailed that one as he was looking to find Carlton Harris, but it's out of bounds. Eagles will take the ball with 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Now here's Allen. For Reid, the 5'9" freshman guard being watched by Akaji. Reid dishes off. Here's a three. That won't go from Allen. Rebound to the Indians as they start it the other way. Here's Akaji across midcourt. For Barrios. Now here's Young. Tried to go underneath to Carlton. Ball out of bounds. That'll stay with the Indians as West tried to save it. Whistle and a timeout on the floor. 5:01 to go here in the second quarter. The homestanding Indians with a 13-7 lead. And we're so happy to be able to bring you basketball this season. There was a good amount of doubt as far as whether or not that would happen, but we're happy to be on the air. And we will bring you as many games as we can this season here on PW Sports. So inbounding for the Indians will be Allen Akaji, the 5'7" sophomore guard. Both teams this evening looking for their first win of the season. Akaji for Crockett. Now Harris for Barrios. He'll lay it up and in. First two for Brian Barrios, and it's 15-7. Reid. Now here's Perkins. His shot won't go. The other way, Crockett. His layup is good, and it's a 10-point Indian lead. 6 points for Isaiah Crockett at 17-7. Eagles take a timeout. We'll take one here as well on PW Sports.
Life is often joyful, yet it's the hardest it's ever been. We feel like we're
here in the second quarter. Indians with a 17-7 lead as Dominic Allen will inbound for the Eagles. So Marcus Young and Isaiah Crockett leading the way for the Indians, each with 6 so far. Allen for Reid. Now here's West, a whistle and a travel. Turnover gives it back to the Indians with 4:21 on the clock. It'll be J.D. Dancy to inbound. For Crockett, being double teamed in the backcourt as he gets it to Chancellor Perkins into the front court. Now here's Marcus Young. Layup won't go. Rebound to Crockett. His shot won't go. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. Dancy, the inbound pass for Harris, gives it back to Dancy. Up on top from Marcus Young. He drives it in, and he lays it in. What a move there from Young. A game-high 8 points for him makes it a 12-point Garfield lead. Here's Jalen West. He'll lay it in. He leads the Eagles with 4, and it's 19-9. Crockett being double teamed in the backcourt for Dancy. Now here's Young. Had it knocked away. Eagles the other way. Perkins. Layup won't go. Rebound is corralled by Carlton Harris as he dishes off for J.D. Dancy. Now here's Harris. He'll drive in on the baseline. His shot no good. Rebound to Jalen West into the front court for Reid. His shot off the glass, and that's good. Elijah Reid onto the score sheet, and it's 19-11. Into the front court, Harris. Layup is good. His first two. It's 21-11. Reid for three. Yes, sir. 5 for Elijah Reid. 21-14, a 7-point Indian lead. Harris being double-teamed in the backcourt for Crockett. Now here's Perkins trying to spin away from Reid. He pulls up for three. That won't go. He gets his own rebound. Now Dancy whistle, and he's caught traveling. Checking into the game for the Indians is Dante Williams, a 6'1 freshman forward. Allen to inbound it for Reid. The freshman guard with 5 here in the second quarter. Pass as he was looking for Overton. It gets knocked out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Eagles. And now it'll be Allen to inbound as he'll get it to Reid. Thought about the three. Now he'll drive it in. His shot won't go. Rebound, whistle, and a foul. So Reid to go to the line to shoot two. That foul whistled against J.D. Dancy. His first, 6th against the Indians. So now both teams one foul away from being in the bonus. Reid's first attempt is good. The freshman leading the way now with 6 for the Eagles. It's 21-15. So Jalen Redford checking into the game for the Eagles. Reid's second attempt. And he gets the roll. 7 for Reid. And it's 21-16. Here's Perkins, the freshman, for Dancy. Now Harris trying to get away from Reid. Floats a pass to Perkins. Dancy for Harris. Young, a nice pass there. Crockett can't lay it in. Whistle, and he's fouled. So Crockett to the line to shoot two. So that's the third foul against Overton. Indians now into the bonus. Crockett's first shot is good. His 7th point of the night, and it's 22-16. Crockett's second attempt is good. 8 for him. It's a 23-16 Indians lead. Reid into the front court. Echichioya His shot won't go. He gets his own rebound. His second attempt is good and one. So both teams now into the bonus, as that's the second foul whistled against Carlton Harris. Echichioya's free throw, no good. Rebound to Marcus Young. Whistle and a looks like an offensive foul. The Eagles will take possession. Allen to inbound for Reid. 1:20 to go in the second quarter. Pass taken the other way. Here's Harris, and he lays it in. 4 points for Harris. It's 25-18. Reid into the front court, being watched by Dancy. Pass knocked away by Young. Harris the other way for the Indians. Dancy trying to come up with it. Reid all over him. Whistle. And a timeout was called by the Eagles. So we'll take a quick one here. 25-18 in the late parts of the second quarter on PW Sports.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries.
Young's first attempt, and he doesn't get the roll. Young's second attempt. That won't go either. Rebound to Echichioya. Now here's Wimbush. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Allen to drive it in. And his layup is good. 3 points for Dominic Allen. 7 seconds to go. Inbound pass to Crockett. Harris for Marcus Young. Has the ball knocked away. Now Elijah Reid won't get that shot off in time. And that is how the second quarter ends. 25-20 your score after the first half.
At www.
Now watched. And we're back. We're ready to start the second half. The Indians with a 5-point lead. At 25-20, Harris to inbound, and we're back underway. Dancy for Harris, being watched by Jalen West. Now here's Marcus Young for Dancy. Young thought about the three. Now he passes off for Perkins. Indians being kept on the perimeter here to start the second half. Now Harris. It'll be Perkins for three. Too strong. It's out of bounds, and that was saved. Whistle. And a foul. So that's the third foul against Carlton Harris. Now here's Allen for Elijah Reid. He leads the way with 7 so far for Freedom. Allen inside Overton. Shot won't go. Rebound to Crockett. Marcus Young into the front court. Loses control, but it goes right to Perkins. Now here's Dancy. He'll kick it back out for Crockett. He drives it in, whistle, and a foul against the Eagles. The fourth against Darryl Overton. So that'll send Crockett to the line to shoot two. First attempt is in. Ninth point of the night, and it's 26-20. Crockett, second attempt, too strong. Rebound to the Eagles. It was Daniel Echichioya. Here's Jalen West being watched by Dancy. Whistle. And the Indians will take the ball. Dancy gets the inbound pass. At midcourt being watched by West. Here's Barrios for Marcus Young. Perkins, quick pass off for Dancy. Barrios back towards center court for Crockett. Dancy with West all over him, gets it. I'm sorry, that was Perkins all over him. Gets it to Crockett, who takes a three, and that doesn't go. Rebound to the Eagles. Perkins into the front court. Echichioya, and he gets fouled from behind by Crockett. So the six-more sophomore to the line to shoot two. First attempt, and that's no good. Echichioya's second attempt, and the bank is open. 26-21, and we'll take a quick break here on PW Sports. Jalen West dishes off. That's no good.
Weeks free here at Next Level with unlimited classes and 4 personal training sessions. So come give us a try and start your 2 weeks free.
We're back. Shot by Marcus Young is good. 10 points for him, and it's 28-21. West, shot gets blocked by Barrios, but he's fouled. So Jalen West to the line to shoot two. His first attempt, and that's true. 5th point of the night for Jalen West. It's 28-22. Second attempt does not get the roll. Rebound to Marcus Young. Indians with a 6-point lead. Young passes off for Barrios. He'll kick it back out for Crockett. For Chancellor Perkins, Berrios being watched by Perkins. Berrios pulls up a jumper, won't go. Rebound out of bounds, and that'll stay with the Indians. A tough break for the Eagles. Dancy to inbound. Berrios thought about the three. Now he'll drive it in. His shot gets rejected. The other way, Jordan Perkins for Jalen West. He was out of control. Whistle. And West kind of got bailed out there with the foul called against Chancellor Perkins. So West to go to the line to shoot two. First attempt is no good. Second attempt, and that's no good. Now here's Dancy for Berrios. Tried to go to Crockett. It was taken by West, who then has it taken by Young. He takes it the other way and lays it up and in. 12 for Marcus Young, and it's 30-22. Here's Reid over the timeline. Nice pass there for Allen. Goes back to Reid. West for three. No good. Rebound to the Indians. And it's Marcus Young the other way. He drives it up. His shot won't go. A putback from Crockett is good. 11 points for Isaiah Crockett. It's 32-22. Jalen West dishes off. Perkins for three. Yes, sir. 5 for Jordan Perkins, 32-25. Whistle and a 5-second violation against the Indians. Allen inbounds for Elijah Reid, the freshman. Shot is good and one. Nine for Elijah Reid, and he'll shoot one from the charity stripe. His free throw is good. 10 for the freshman guard, and the Eagles are within 4. Pass from Dancy goes out of bounds. It'll be Dominic Allen to inbound. Allen will have a long pass in for Perkins. Here's Wimbush. He drives it in. His shot is good. 4 points for Wimbush. It's 32-30. The Eagles on a run here. Here's Young. He's not able to penetrate in. Pass out for Perkins. Now up for Dancy. Crockett being watched by Reid. Young to drive it in on the baseline. His shot won't go. The other way, here's Wimbush for Reid. His three, yes, sir! Elijah Reid with 13. That three-pointer puts the Eagles on top. It's 33-32. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. I'm sorry, we'll keep it right here. A 30-second timeout. The Eagles with a big run. They started this second half down by 5. They now lead by 1 at 33-32. And the freshman guard, Elijah Reid, leading the way for Freedom with 13 points. As he just put his team ahead with a big 3. For Garfield, Marcus Young, the top scorer with 12, and Isaiah Crockett has 11. The Indians trying to regroup after that timeout. As Dancy will inbound. For Young. Perkins for Young. He drives it in. His shot is good. 14 for Marcus Young. Indians back up on top. It's 34-33. Wimbush shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound to Dancy. Whistle and a turnover. The Eagles will take the ball back with 2:36 to go. Here in the third quarter, it'll be Dominic Allen to inbound for Freedom. Goes into the backcourt for Wimbush, being watched by Alan Akaji, who has re-entered the game. Here's Jalen West for Elijah Reid, the freshman guard, having himself quite a game. Wimbush for Perkins. He'll drive it in, kicks it back out to Reid. Trying to get away from Chancellor Perkins. Jordan Perkins, floater, won't go. Rebound to Isaiah Crockett. Dancy into the front court with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chancellor Perkins. Long pass for Young. Dancy being watched by Reid. Perkins for Dancy, and now Perkins will drive it in. Scoop shot won't go. Rebound to the Eagles. It was Dominic Allen. Allen over midcourt. Able to keep possession of the ball. Perkins for 3. Yes, sir! 8 for Jordan Perkins. It's a 36-34 Eagles lead. Whistle and a 5-second violation. The Eagles will take the ball back. Allen to inbound for Perkins. Reid being watched by Dancy. Allen to drive it in. Kicks it out for Wimbush. Now he'll take it in. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. Wimbush will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the third foul of the game against Isaiah Crockett. Wimbush's first shot is good. His 5th point of the night. It's 37-34. Second attempt. No good. Rebound to Isaiah Crockett. A minute to go as the Indians trail by 3 here late in the third quarter. Here's Crockett. For Marcus Young. He'll drive it in. Now he kicks it out. Perkins for 3. Yes, sir. Chancellor Perkins hits the triple. 6 points for him, and we're tied at 37. Wimbush wide open underneath the hoop, lays it in. 7 for him, 39-37. Freedom back up on top. Akaji Perkins for Isaiah Crockett. Akaji. Perkins thought about the three. Gives it back to Akaji. Now Perkins to take a three. That won't go. Put back from Marcus Young, no good. 5 seconds to go. Wimbush the other way for Jordan Perkins. His three, yes sir! A 5-point Eagle lead as we take a break here after the third quarter on PW Sports.
Manassas Olive Oil Company opened in 2015 and is a
Take possession. Harris for Dancy. Perkins being watched by Perkins. Young almost lost it, able to regather it. So one of these teams will pick up their first win of the season tonight. Dancy for Chancellor Perkins. There's Crockett, back up on top, Dancy. Thought about driving in, pulls it back out, Young. Now here's Harris. Gives it off to Crockett, he lays it up and in. 13 for Crockett. Indians within three, it's 42-39. Wimbush into the front court for Reid. The freshman has it knocked away. Ball to Perkins, his shot, and that's good. 13 for Jordan Perkins, 44-39. Dancy for Chancellor Perkins. Harris for Young. Kicks it back out for Dancy. Chancellor Perkins trying to drive in, getting double teamed. Trying to go to Marcus Young, ball out of bounds. The Eagles will take over. Wimbush for Allen. He carries over the timeline. Trying to spin away from Harris. Reid for Jordan Perkins for three. That's short. Rebound to Harris. Gets it to Marcus Young. Whistle. And a foul against Elijah Reid. His second and just the second team foul with 6:04 left in the fourth quarter. Inbound pass into the backcourt for Dancy. Perkins for Young. Here's Harris for Crockett. Young for three. In and out. Rebound to the Eagles. It's Charles Egypt. Now here's Wimbush for Allen. Jalen West for Wimbush. Kicks it out to Perkins for three. That won't go. Rebound to Marcus Young. His layup is good. 16 for Marcus Young. Gets the Indians to within three. It's 44-41. And we'll take a quick break here on PW Sports. As both teams will get back onto the floor after the timeout. It'll be Dominic Allen to inbound the ball for the Eagles. Now here's Wimbush. Being watched by Barrios. Jalen West. Looking to get free from Barrios. Barrios with the steal. West tried to take it back from him, and then he's going to be whistled for the foul. It's the first against Jalen West, the third team foul against Freedom here in the second half. Harris to inbound. Into the backcourt for Dancy. Gets it back to Harris. Passes off for Marcus Young. He's leading the way with a game-high 16. Perkins trying to get away from Perkins. Chancellor for Carlton Harris. Young at the baseline. Gets it back to Harris for three. No good. Rebound to Chancellor Perkins. Marcus Young. Now it's kicked back out. Perkins for three. Yes, sir. 9 for Perkins. We're tied at 44. Allen will drive it to the hoop. His shot no good. Put back by Jalen West won't go. Rebound to Marcus Young into the front court. Crockett. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to Dominic Allen. Wimbush for Jalen West. Loses a handle, but it's taken right back by Perkins. Now here's West for Allen. Reid. Back towards midcourt for Wimbush, who's going to slow it down. 3.5 to go. Here's Allen for three. Air ball too strong. Ball knocked away from Reid, and that'll be a foul against the Indians. Second of the game to Marcus Young. And that puts the Eagles in the bonus. Reid to shoot two. First attempt is good. His 14th point of the night. It's 45-44 Eagles. Reid, second attempt, and that's good. 15 for Elijah Reid, 46-44. Eagles on top. Ball to center. Now here's Dancy for Young. Kicks it out. Perkins for three. That won't go. Rebound to Overton. Perkins for Wimbush. Shot won't go, but he's fouled. Wimbush to shoot two. First attempt, nothing but net. 8th point for Wimbush, it's 47-44. Second attempt, too strong. Indians with it, Young the other way. Nearly lost the handle, spins around, shot won't go. Overton the rebound for Elijah Reid. Into the front court, Allen. Tried to give it to Overton, it's taken by Perkins. Young in, he lays it in. 18 for Marcus Young. Eagles lead at 1, 47-46. Wimbush being watched by Dancy. Wimbush carries it in. His shot won't go. Offensive foul. Third of the game against Wimbush. .233 to go in the fourth quarter. Perkins at midcourt. Pass to Crockett gets knocked away. Here's Elijah Reid for Wimbush. Now here's Allen. He'll take the three. Yes, sir! Allen hits the three with Crockett right in his face. 6 points for Dominic Allen. It's a 4-point Eagles lead at 50-46. Perkins. Harris thought about the three. Baseline jumper for two. Short. Crockett, the rebound is put back. No good. Rebound to the Eagles. Whistle. And a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. That timeout was taken by the Eagles. Dominic Allen with a big three to push the lead back out to 4. Had Isaiah Crockett right in his face, but it didn't matter. So Elijah Reid with a team-high 15 for the Eagles. Marcus Young with a game-high 18 for the Indians, who trail by 4 with 1:44 to go. The pace of play really picked up here in the second half. Allen to inbound it to Wimbush. Whistle and a foul against Marcus Young. So it'll be Wimbush to shoot 1-1. That's the third foul of the game against Young. Front end of the 1-1 won't go. So we get word that Forest Park gets a buzzer-beating win against Potomac. 3 from Perkins won't go. That's on the girls' side. Forest Park the win over Potomac. Overton shot is good off the glass, 52-46. Overton's first points of the game. Here's Young. Chancellor Perkins for Crockett. Kicks it back out to Perkins. Drives it in underneath the hoop. Young shot is good. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break. 52-48 with 1:04 to go.
In life, some things just go together. Like
With things being what they are with the virus, no fans in attendance. So noticed in the pregame shoot-around, the Garfield players trying to create a lot of their own momentum, a lot of clapping and encouragement for their teammates. Allen will inbound for Perkins, gets it back to Allen, and now Indians forced a foul. That'll send Allen to the line, and that'll put the Eagles in the double bonus, so Dominic Allen to shoot 2 with 58.8 left on the clock. First attempt is good. His 7th point of the night pushes the lead back out to 5 for Freedom, 53-48. Second attempt is good. 8 points for Allen. It's a 6-point Eagles lead. Here's Crockett. Dancy for Young. Perkins loses it into the front court. Here's Elijah Reid. His shot won't go. Rebound to Perkins. His shot won't go. Chancellor Perkins with the rebound into the front court for Young. His shot, no good, but he's fouled. Fourth foul of the game against Isaiah Wimbush. It'll be Marcus Young to shoot 2. A game-high 20 for him. First attempt is good. So make it 21. 54-49. Second attempt won't go. Rebound knocked around. It's out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Indians. Inbound pass from Dancy. Harris for 3. Yes, sir! Three-pointer from Carlton Harris gets the Indians to within 2, 23 left. Wimbush fouled. He'll shoot 2. So that foul goes against Chancellor Perkins. His third. Wimbush, first attempt is good. His 9th point. 55-52. Second attempt is good. 10 points for Wimbush. It's a 4-point lead, 56-52. Here's Crockett. For Dancy, 15 seconds left. Harris for Young. Perkins for 3, short. Rebound to Crockett, but he lost it. Reid into the front court for Wimbush. He'll lay it in to put the finishing touches on an Eagles win tonight. 58-52 the final. The Freedom Eagles get their first win of the season. We'll take a break and come back to wrap it up here on PW Sports.